This reading found you at the perfect time, my friend. The perfect time. You clicked on it for a reason. I'm so happy to welcome you here. Hi, welcome to Spirit Guide Tarot. My name is Anya Light. Thank you for being open. Thank you for trusting your intuition. Here on the channel, I offer general readings. So as you listen to my words today, please take the parts that resonate and feel free to completely ignore the rest. Do with this reading what is in your highest good. Trust yourself. As always, if you would like to work with me one-on-one and dive in together into your particular situation, reach out. I am always here. Okay, with that having been said, let's get into it. So the message that's starting to come through right off the bat is the need to cut out something in your life. So I got the Kadga card in my, this is from my Kali Oracle deck. And this card is kind of, it's kind of bold. It basically says that there is something in your existence, something in your reality that doesn't fit anymore, and it is just weighing you down. It is literally causing pain, grief, suffering in your life because it's made of old energy. And you, my love, my friend, what you are wanting is to usher in new energy into your life. Right? That's what you're doing. That's what your intention is. That's what it's been for ages, to cultivate that higher vibrational frequency energy. But there is something in your life that's just ready to be released. There's no sugarcoating it. This card, you notice this like sickle. There's something that needs to be cut out. And what I'm getting here is in the next couple weeks, you'll be presented with some sort of opportunity, some sort of good news, some sort of opportunity in your career or finances or spiritual path, because I really get the strong feeling that you are some kind of spiritual healer, some kind of spiritual guide, teacher, way shower. You're advanced. You're really advanced. And there's going to be something coming in within the next couple weeks that gives you a boost of courage. It's like the universe is going to give you some kind of gift, some kind of opportunity that's going to help you feel more grounded and stable in the world, more at home in the world, more at peace within yourself. It's like the outside is going to come in and reflect and remind you of the lesson that you've been on the spiritual journey for years and years trying to learn deeper and deeper, which is I'm at home here, I'm safe here on this planet, all is well in my body, I can do this, I'm strong, I'm divinely guided, all those wonderful things. It's like, so can you use this message or opportunity or basically some good thing, some wonderful, happy thing happening to remind yourself of this deeper spiritual truth? And I was getting the High Priestess card, which is, so the longer that this thing drags out in your life, which doesn't have a place anymore for you, really, it's the old, it's the past. The longer this is around, that this thing, this energy, before you cut it out, is around, is going to hamper your ability to tune into who you truly are, which is the High Priestess. And you know that. You know you're the High Priestess, my love. You know it. You know it. But there is something in your life that isn't resonant anymore. And I think you know what this thing is. I think you've been thinking about it for a while, maybe a few months. You've been considering it. Let's get more information. Yeah, confirmation that there is something you need to leave out in the cold. But why? Why might you be holding on to this thing? Why might you be holding on to this thing? Besides reasons of karma, because this situation, person, place, thing, energy, I really get a sense that it's connected to past life karma. It's connected to areas that you were stuck in the past, in other incarnations, but why else? Seven of Swords. Manipulation, lies, deceit. I'm getting the feeling of there's been like an aura of deception, a certain level of deception around this thing you need to let go of. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a way of being, but it's like you haven't been able to see the situation clearly. That's why you've been stuck. That's why you've been in it for so long. You just haven't seen the reality of what it is. Does that make sense? But you're starting to now. You're starting to see the reality of the situation the reality of as it is, without sugarcoating it, without putting a smile on your face and being like, everything's okay. Like, everything's not okay, you know? Really, it's not deep down. And I'm not saying this because I'm not trying to negate the truth that ultimately, like from the highest level, we don't need anyone. We don't need anything. We don't need any situation. We don't need anything exterior to ourselves to feel joy, to feel peace. But also, like, simultaneously, the truth, and we can hold two things at once because we are spiritually advanced. We can do that. The other thing is, on this human journey, we have a soul. And our soul calls us into certain actions at certain times in order to fulfill certain karmic destinies. You know, so something that comes into my mind is, maybe when you were born, the people around you struggled a bit, or a lot maybe, with how loving you were. But maybe they also knew on some level, maybe this was unconscious, maybe not fully conscious, but maybe they knew you were special. And I do not mean better than others when I say special, but I mean here for a reason. You are an on-purpose soul. And that frequency that you just emanated as an infant, literally as an infant in the crib, I'm seeing, like, there was like a shine to you. There was a way of being that was different. So in this current chapter, in this reading here, in this moment with you, I'm simply giving you space to process this knowing that's deepening within you that, yes, it is time to let something go, time to cut something out, rather ruthlessly even. Ruthlessly, like, just, it's done. It's just done. No, it doesn't have to be a big fuss. It can just be done. Does that make sense? Yeah, because what you're wanting is a fresh start, Ace of Pentacles. And when I was doing the pre-shuffle, and I pulled a couple cards before I hit record, one of the themes that was coming up was you're wanting a better home life for yourself. So there's something about what you're cutting out that was disrupting your home life in some way. Maybe it's regarding finances, the situation is creating a certain financial situation that's just not helpful anymore. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but just the feeling of that your home life wants and needs an upgrade. And that by cutting out this energy, for some of you guys, I'm feeling strongly this is a person that has infiltrated your world to a very large extent, who's just you're ready to release them. For others, it's like an outmoded way of being. I know that sounds vague, but like, is there some kind of identity that you've been wanting to pick up? For some of you guys, it's both of these things. Through letting go of this person, you literally change your identity. But for some of you guys, it's more about an identity shift, like having the courage to embrace something that you have known who you are, but you haven't been able to fully embody in the world. Again, the high priestess here, because this is you. This is you. You are the high priestess. You are the high priestess. One thing that's coming through loud and clear in this reading is how many gifts, skills, talents you have in this lifetime. And you don't want to waste those. This lifetime is so precious because you're transcending to a new reality. You're in this life, you're opening up your heart more than you ever have in the past. There's something in this release that is going to give you more balance, but it is going to take discipline to allow yourself to release it. The Temperance card is saying, it's a message from the divine saying, I'll hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right way to word this. I've got your back. I'll hold you, but you have to do some of the heavy lifting. You have to look deep within. Yeah, because I am getting like this sense of heartbreak and heartache and reluctance to let this thing go. Person, place, thing, whatever it is. It's like there's still this part of you that's holding on, that's hoping for something to change organically with the situation without having to let it go. It's like you want the new, more stable, prosperous home life, the more easy, the more energetically flowing home life. But it's like you're hoping for that to just come without needing to release. Does that make sense? I just shuffled and I got the Temperance again. Yeah, so I'm really hearing the word discipline is going to be helpful, particularly, okay, so the sense I'm getting for you, who I'm talking to right now, you meditate regularly, and step up your game, sister, step up your game, brother, at this time, because meditation is going to carry you through. Solitude is going to carry you through. Whatever you're letting go of, I invite you to embrace solitude 10 times more than you have ever in the past. It is in the depths of solitude that you will hear the silence. You will hear the truth. The truth of the path ahead. Yes, because you are also Queen of Swords. You are, through your letting go, through releasing, you take that sword and you draw a boundary. You draw a boundary around yourself, around your energy, and that is sacred. That is sacred. And going forward, you're not going to allow people to come into your field that don't hold the same high frequency as you do. And it is not a judgment against them. It's not like saying they're bad and you're good or any stupid thing like that. No. It's just having more discernment about who comes into your field. It's looking more deeply into people, places, and things before diving headlong into them. Because maybe in the past, and because the feeling I'm getting about like this thing you're needing to release is like it's been in your field a while, many years. And in the beginning, everything seemed like peaches and roses and rainbows, which, you know, there were aspects of goodness to this, or else it wouldn't have entered your field, of course. But going forward, there's going to be more of a moderate pace of which you observe, is this good for me? Is this actually good for me? Like, is it actually good for me on the deepest level? Because you, wow, I am getting this like really strong feeling of your commitment to the spiritual path. So this reading really may not be resonating with everyone here. This is a very specific message for you. I'm just hearing your commitment to the spiritual path is vast, deep. And not everybody can meet you there, my friend. That's the truth of it. At least they can't meet you there in friendship or in a collaborative state. Not at the level that you're playing at. You know what I mean? And that's okay. I remember, I don't know, 10 years ago, time is a little weird for me. I don't always remember when things happen, but it was a number of years ago, more towards the beginning of my spiritual journey. Maybe it was longer than 10 years ago. I don't know. But I was meeting with my life coach at the time, and she gave me a great analogy. She said that, you know, as we walk the spiritual path, our sense of sensitivity gets more and more refined. So it's like we're climbing this mountain, up. And the higher we go, the less people that we have around us. We might start the journey climbing with 10 friends, you know, like we're all going to go climb this mountain, right? But as we get higher and higher, the people drop off, you know. So whether you're trying to leave a person, a family member, someone in your life that you care about, or maybe it's an energy of an activity you've been participating in, whatever you're releasing, it's like the call gets louder the higher we climb the mountain for what our individual soul is asking for. Does that make sense? It's like when we're not in the spiritual path yet, we may have, we all have an intuition, and we may be slightly aware of our intuition, but those whispers aren't super loud yet. But the more we climb, the more we ascend, the more that we practice meditation, the more we go within, have the courage to go within, it's like the louder it gets, right? Another analogy would be like, you know, as you begin to start making the transition from mindless eating to healthy eating, maybe you're not even aware yet that foods like, you know, McDonald's or Pizza Hut or something actually tastes awful. Right? But as we refine our palate and get more in touch with our body's true needs and desires, we don't even want to eat that stuff because it literally just tastes like garbage. I was like, I don't want to eat garbage. I don't want to put garbage in my body. It tastes horrible. There's nothing good about it. So we get more and more refined. I feel like for you, my love, 1911 on the clock. My love, you've got this. You can handle this. You can do this. I believe in you. I believe in you with my full heart. I hope you can feel that. Okay, so that's the message that is coming through for today. Time to release something. Time to let go. Be bold. Be courageous. Find that balance. And usher in that more happy, grounded, stable home life that you're wanting, that you deserve, that you're ready for, that your spirit soul is calling you into this new chapter. Okay. I love you. Thank you as always for tuning in, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Namaste.